So, what we were discussing, that Advaitavad, the non-dual philosophy, is the basis of all Upanishads. The theme of every Upanishad is same. What is that? Jiva Brahma Aikya. The oneness of Jiva and Brahma. The individual self and the total self are same. The individual consciousness and total consciousness are same, means there is only one consciousness. That is the main theme of all Upanishads. But there is some differences of opinion. It is because of the Bhashagata Virod, Buddhigata Virod, Darshangata Virod. The conflict between in languages, in the level of intellect, the differences in the philosophy we consist. Like, Tattvamasi, where it is there, some Sanskrit scholars, after doing some sandhi and some samasa, they prove it atattvamasi. You are not that. So what do? So language, linguistic conflict, intellectual conflict sometimes may create some conflicts in the Upanishad, but the main theme is Jiva Brahma Aikya, and I gave the reference that Ishopanishad, 4th mantra, 7th mantra, Kathopanishad, all the mantra references I gave you. And how that conflict will go? Only with the help of Guru. There is no other way. And Upanishad itself is telling that what about the thing, conflict you are seeing, you have to sit near your Guru. First, Guru Seva. There is no other alternative. When we will learn Prashnopanishad, we will see 6 rishis. They are rishis. They are aged. They are scholars. When they went to their Guru, Guru told 1 year Guru Seva. Serve Guru. Then you are allowed to ask any question. Then you are allowed to ask listening to the thing. And then Guru told, if I know the answer, then only I will answer. Prashnopanishad. Whatever, in each and every Shastra has Anubandha Chatushtaya. It's a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing that not only Upanishad, in our life also, we have to follow Anubandha Chatushtaya. First is Adhikari. So, am I eligible for these things? Am I the right candidate? Whenever Suppose, you are getting fun by watching any movie, or you are getting fun having any food. Ask yourself, Dharma Jivan means asking ourselves, ask yourselves, am I really eligible candidate to eat this food? Doctor has prohibited me to take it. What about my health condition? Does it suit? Likewise, any scripture when we will read, any books. Many a times, a lot of people come to me, with their family related problem. Family problem is there, but they are the victims of the problem. I don't know how much you are ready to listen to that not a single problem is in outside, it's inside. But it's very difficult to understand. Are you crazy? They are disturbing. Do you know my neighbors? Do you know my in-laws? Such question comes to me. So the thing is, it's very difficult to understand that all the problems are inside. So in that case, I ask them that how do you spend your time? If the Bengali person are there, they tell, I read Rabindranath, I read Sunil Gangopadhyay, or some Hindi person is there, they read something. First you have to stop reading such story which discusses on the family matters. Because who wrote it, he or she is also the victim of the family problem. Okay. So this is the thing. So who is the right candidate for Vedanta? You know how much, according to Upanishad, because Upanishad believe in rebirth, and rebirth is totally scientific. So Upanishad is telling, after many lives, the people, incurred some merits. And because of these merits, in this life, we are interested in listening to Vedanta. We get acharyas. Jantunam narajanma durlabham. So first, getting this human form, human life is so rare. See other animal, other things, how they are bound. We can see that dogs, birds are free. They are externally free, but internally they are slaves of their instincts. They are bound by something else. They can't think. They are totally instinctual. Only the human being can think. Human being has viveka, discriminating faculty. Then three things are very rare: Manushyattvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurusha Samshaya. So the thing is, you have got the human life. It's a rare thing. Anyhow, by force, by family problem, you want to get rid of this. You have the vasana of mumukshuta for liberation, moksha. And very, very rarely you got Mahapurusha Samsraya. I am not Mahapurusha. Gurudev is Mahapurush. So you came into contact with Gurudev. Those rishis are Mahapurush, whose words are depicted in various scriptures. So कोई प्रश्न किया था कि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जे, अच्छा नाम ही बोल देता हूँ, रामकृष्ण मिशन में, तो कोई ब्रह्मचारी स्वामी लोगों को पूछ लेते हैं, जी स्वामी जी अभी ऐसे स्वामी कहाँ मिलेगा? अब लोग बोलते हैं कि साधु संघ, बिकॉज द sadhus are too much busy in Ramakrishna mission with the social work and anything else. So the senior Swamis told, why not? Reading the books of Swamis is same as sadhu sangh. So when we read Gurudev's book, this is Mahapurusha Samsraya. When we study Upanishad, that is Mahapurusha Samsraya. So we have to know what is the value of that. And how we will know? We have to be adhikari. You know, one person was a goldsmith. So he died in a very young age. So he had a young wife and son. So what happened? Now they have nothing. So that person had one cousin. He used to look after the shop. So her mother once was suffering from poverty. So she had a very nice necklace. She gave it to her son and told, go to your uncle and bring some money. So he gave it to his uncle and told that mother asked some money. Then that uncle told, Are, you are my own. You are giving me the necklace and I will give you the money. You tell your mother that keep that necklace with you and take this money with you. The little son was growing and he was learning the gold work, to look after his father's shop. After many years, when his mother again gave her this necklace for polishing, the son realized that this is a fake gold. So he went to his uncle that why didn't you tell on that time that this is a fake gold? Then that uncle told, see, on that time you were very tender, young. Your mom had no idea about gold. If on that time I used to tell you this is a fake gold, you could think that I am taking the chance of your misfortune. Now you have grown up, you have learned how to recognize the gold. So first I have to be adhikari. How adhikari it will be? We can be sadhana chatushtaya, the fourfold spiritual practice. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama Adi, sixfold spiritual practice, and Mumukshutva. And Shamadama, Shamadama Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, and Samadhana. Clear? By practicing sadhana chatushtaya, a person becomes eligible candidate, adhikari. Then I am a sadhaka, I am a brahmachari, I am a sadhu. What will be my vishaya of discussion? If I start discussing, maybe I was a computer engineer or metallurgic engineer, maybe I was a doctor. Suppose I should not discuss all those things. In this world, millions of people are there. Maybe I am having a worst phone or the best Apple phone. I should not discuss on it. Maybe I am a singer or I shout like any sorts of howling animal. This should not be my discussion. My whole thing will be aimed in one thing. That we should know, who am I? I tell to all my students also, all family has some problem. So that is why problem, when I allow problem to problem us. Wall has no problem because it doesn't allow. Don't argue in that manner that it is insentient or like that. Try to understand the theme I am telling. Why we allow problem to problem us? Because what is the priority level in my life? That determines what I allow me to disturb me. So, my consciousness about my adhikaritva, my eligibility, that yellow robe always reminds me who am I, what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do. It helps me to choose my vishaya. Staying in family life also, if you recognize yourself as a sadhaka or sadhika, then all such problem will come. Then you will think, no, it will disturb my sadhana. I should not entertain it through my mind. Prayojana. What is the purpose? Why I am getting into all those things? What is the purpose of my life? My current life? Never think that I am Divakar, I am X, I am Y, I am Z, I am Ram, I am Lakshmana, I am Sita. No. There will be one entity, one identity. I am a sadhaka. I am a sadhika. I am a spiritual practitioner. That is my only identity. Then I should know, then it will be clear to me where I will be indulged, where not. How I will spend my time. What is my prayajanam? And sambandha. The relationship between the revealer and the revealed. Clear? So that Anubandha Chatushtaya and sadhana chatushta. Constant upasana. नशा में रहो पूरा दिन. Not of any intoxicated element. Be intoxicated in the scriptural thought. अपने आनंद में मस्त रहो. Always try to be alone. Try to be silent. You know, we don't know how to be alone. ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग मुझे फोन करते हैं, you know, स्वामी जी, we have nobody else to talk. Because they think their aloneness, someone has deliberately pressurized them. Believe me, month after month, I will be happy if I am not talking to anyone else. Why? Am I a Mahapurush? No, no, no. I have accepted it happily. So accept this life and the subordinates. You know, who wants to be a good cricketer? So he will practice all such physical workout techniques of cricket. He will not practice, he will not cope up how people swims or painter. Who wants to be a good painter, he will start imitating or studying the books of painting, not cricketer. So when I am a sadhaka, my whole aim, my whole day and night will be disoriented. That orientation is very much required. So upasana, chitta shuddhi, and guru vakya sravan. Through guru only we can acquire this knowledge. Without guru, without acharya, it's not possible. How guru teaches? Through only one process, main process, that is called adhyaropa apavada. Adhyaropa apavada. What is that adhyaropa apavada? Adhyaropa is deliberate superimposition. What is that? I give a famous example. Suppose a small boy coming from the ground after playing football. So the baby's whole body is mudded. What his mother does? His or her mother applies soaps. So what Nita Ambani uses the brand of soap for her son, my mother could not afford. So she applied soap according to her level. So the thing is, whatever the soap is, how much costly or not costly, ultimate result is putting water on it to remove the soaps. So Guru tells, do karma, do this, do that. This is adhyaropa, deliberate superimposition. Then negate everything else by saying neti, 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 neti. Along with the, so what is the result of applying soap? When we wash soap along with the dirt. All our problem because of the ignorance. ignorance about ourselves, ignorance about the intrinsic nature of anything else. So Guru does deliberate superimposition. And when the negation comes, Guru start negating everything else and shows who are you. That is Adhyaropa Apavada. Now, Ajnan, ignorance is our main problem. What is Ajnan? It is anirvachaniya, inexplicable, which is not real, which is not unreal. If any unreal thing is there, how it will be? And if it is real, how it will be negated? So it's beyond real and unreal. It is Trigunatmika, imbibed with three guna, sattva, tamas, and rajas. This is jnana virodhi. This is against of knowledge. This is bhavarupa, where it is we get it in two places, the same exact definition we get. That is Svetasvatara Upanishad, first chapter, third mantra, or Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, 14th mantra. So the thing is, that is Ajnanam. One is individual Ajnanam, another is Samashti Ajnanam, like one tree and one forest. Okay. So when it is individual ignorance, it is called Maya or Mula Avidya. So what is Maya? Maya is collective, total ignorance. Okay. And Ajnanam is individual ignorance. And Maya is not individual. Maya is dependent on Brahman, what I have discussed in details in our previous text. So I am not getting into that. Now, what is creation? What is Srishti? Now, first we have to know the creator. Who is Ishvara? Maya Upahita Brahman is Ishvara. When Nirgun Nirakar Brahman gets the conditioning of totality, it is called Ishvara. In Sanatan Dharma, Ishvara is not two-handed or four-handed or 10-handed person who lives in some far remote place beyond the sky. According to Sanatan Dharma, Ishvara is Maya Upahita Chaitanya. Ishvara. From that Ishvara, Sukshma Bhoot. Bhoot means not ghost. The subtle world has come out. From that, our subtle body has come out. The total subtle body is called Hiranyagarbha or Sutratma. Then from there, our gross body has come. The total gross body is called Vaishvanara or Virat, the whole perceived world. Then a lot of things are there that who are indulged in samsara, all the activities, their path is different. Who has taken out himself, who are nivrittikari, who living in the samsara, not interested a bit about the samsara, they are nivritti margi, they are the adhikari of Upanishad. योग और भोग एक साथ नहीं होगा. जिनके थोड़ा सा भी इच्छा नहीं है संसार में, लेकिन संसार में रहना पड़ता है. संसार छोड़ के अब जाएंगे कहां? संन्यास आश्रम भी एक संसार है, लेकिन संसार में रहते हुए भी जिनके मन में थोड़ा सा भी संसार वासना नहीं है, वही है निवृत्त, वही है अधिकारी of Upanishad. Or who are pravritti margi. Suppose a lot of person, they have pravritti of some little bhoga, you know, that Swamiji, I will leave everything else. Just मेरा बच्चा का शादी होने दीजिए. और नहीं तो कभी कभी कोई बोलते हैं जो शादी तो हो गया, ठीक है, चलो पोता पोती होने दीजिए. बाद में उस पोता पोती का शादी देखने के बाद मैं तो पूरा निवृत्त हो जाऊंगा. Okay, Shastra is allowing them also. That is the beauty. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Okay, you remain in pravritti marg, but do your everything else according to Shastra. Engage yourself in Shastriya karma. Engage yourself in upasana. Then slowly, as a tree leaves his barks, it happens. Now, how mukti will happen? Moksha? Only through Mahavakya. There is no other way. Moksha means understanding Mahavakya. In one word you can write. Where we will get it? Dvavimavatha panthanau yatra dharmaha pratishtitaha pravritti lakshana dharmo nivrittasya vibhavitaha. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, 6th chapter, 2nd Brahman, it is there. So only through Mahavakya, because what is the main theme of Mahavakya? I am Brahman. Or Upadeshamulak, Tattvamasi, you are that Brahman. This sort of, that my individual self and total self are same. That is the main theme of Upanishad. And how that Upanishadic idea will be grasped? Or prolonged Shravan, Manan and Nididhyasan. Prolonged Shravan, Manan and Nididhyasan. Gurumukh, Shruta, Vedanta Vakya को मनांतर से बाहर निकल के आना. श्रवण, मनन, निधिध्यासन. Then Upanishad, giving value, Upanishad in my life, allowing Shastra and allowing your Guru or Acharya to your life to rule over. Shashanat iti Shastra, who rules over you. We are ruled by our mind. That is the main problem. Sadhaka means who allows Shastra to govern him or her, who allows his or her Acharya, teacher or Guru to govern him or her. Guru or teacher means he only who speaks Shastra, who has no own conviction. Guru and Shastra are same. जिन गुरु ने बोलते हैं ये मेरा अनुभव है, ये मेरा उपलब्धि है, ये मेरा शिक्षा है, it's my humble request to you, don't go to that teacher. He is the teacher, we believe, who is in the parampara, who proclaims that iti susruma purvesham, that I have heard from my Guru, and his Guru heard from his Guru, that lineage, parampara vidya. We, the Vedanti Sampradaya, believe in that. Even Bhagavan is not claiming that it is my knowledge. See the beauty. Nowhere Bhagavan has claimed that this is my knowledge. So how a human being can claim this is my knowledge? Suddenly at midnight, knowledge came into my mind. No. Parampara Siksha. Clear? So, one fellowship lecture, I just quote it. Okay, leave it. In Brihadaranya Upanishad 6.2.14, mantra number. Brihadaranya Upanishad 6.2.15. Gita 8.23 to 28. Brahma Sutra 4.1.1 to 3. 4.1.1, 4.1.2, 4.1.3. Clear? Now, just few minutes I need. I just want to finish up over here. So, what is Prama? Avadhita and Anadhigata Vishay. ज्ञान को प्रमा बोलते हैं. That is knowledge which is uncontradictory. And anadhigata vishay, which I can't grasp by myself. So, Upanishad is only pramana, means of knowledge, to produce this holy knowledge. Okay. So, Shruti is only pramanam. There is no other pramanam. Sometimes Smriti is pramanam. It is true. But Smriti is pramanam because it speaks about Upanishad. So that Upanishad we are going to study. Hari Om Tat Sat. Please don't go away. I want to talk.